How do you get coaching clients who actually want to join your coaching program versus dragging them in, dealing with objections, pulling them across the finish line, and then maybe bounce payments? They don't like it, stuff like that. How do you get people who are like, oh my gosh, this sounds like the exact thing I need. How much is it? That's it. Here's my credit card. Let's do it. That's what we're going to talk about today because a lot of coaches struggle with getting people to want to join their coaching program, right? And it's not fun. Like you became a coach because you love helping people. You don't like sales. Very few coaches become coaches because they're like, you know what? I want to sit on sales calls all day, deal with objections, get rejected, have people lie to me, tell me they're going to call me back, tell me to call them back, all that. And then it's just one ghosting after another, right? Who wants that? So how do you actually get people to want to join your coaching program? That's what we're going to talk about today, okay? So one of the problems that coaches have is, well, we're just going to get right into it. The first thing you need to do is you need to be attracting people who are at the right market awareness level, okay? Here's what I mean by this. There are people that are all the way from they're basically, let's take the relationship niche. Let's take you help people find love again who are single, all right? They just want to find love again. You're going to have people who are like in midlife, 50 above, okay? So midlife, 50 above, want to find love again. They've divorced or maybe a spouse has passed away. Maybe they've never, one of those two, okay? And here's the problem. You're going to have people who are all the way from this is the way it is, life's like this, I'm not going to get remarried, I don't want to, I'm not interested, all the way to, oh my gosh, I need to figure this out, and everything in between. And the problem is in the middle, you're going to get people whose awareness level is like, well, if I went to the grocery store or wherever and I found somebody and they like ran into me with their shopping cart and, some like romance thing out of a movie that's like, it just worked out perfectly and God just put us together and it was just, this crazy thing, I'll be interested. Aside from that, I'm not. And so what happens is coaches, what they do is they market to everybody who is single again, who wants to find love again. They're like, wouldn't it be amazing if you found that amazing partner who really wanted to work with you and be a part of your life and this and that and this and that. And they're like, all right. And so they book a call, they sign up for your stuff in terms of your free stuff, and they don't move forward. And you get on these enrollment calls with them, and they are like, they won't move. They won't budge. To give you one-word answers, you tell them that here's the investment, and they're like, wow, that's a lot of money. I didn't expect it to be that much. Holy cow. Oh, I can't afford that, that kind of stuff. And so what do we do? First thing is you got to get to the right market awareness level. You want to work with people who are basically what they are is they're fully aware that they want coaching, they're interested in coaching, they want to fix the problem, they've tried to fix the problem, and they have to fix the problem, okay? And so the way you do that is you're going to want to ask them on your application for a call, okay? Don't ask them what market awareness level they're at there. They'll be like, what, right? And the other thing is you can't ask them how much money you make because it's irrelevant. Like we'll ask people if they want to work with us, like what's your business revenue? Because it helps us understand if we can help them, right? Or where they're at and that kind of thing. But if you're working with, women or men who want to find love again, it's irrelevant in their mind of how much money they make. So you can't qualify them based on money. And quite frankly, money is not the only qualifier, right? I mean, sure, it helps. You don't want to work with broke people, but just because they have money doesn't mean they want to work with you. Okay, so what you have to do is have some box that qualifies them that says, what have you been doing? Like, tell me, what have you been doing to try and fix this problem? And if they've been doing nothing and they tell you, well, I don't know, I've just been waiting around for the universe to send me this perfect guy and it's not working. So interested to hear what you have to say. They're not buying your stuff, okay? Like they're just not. They're not going to move forward. They're not going to want to join. The people who are going to want to move forward and want to join are going to basically fill that box and be like, oh, I've tried this. I tried a dating coach. I've gone on 4 websites. I've spent all this money. I've done all kinds of work on myself. I've plastic surgery. I don't know, right? Like they're going to give you a whole bunch of things. And then, bingo, they're serious. They want to fix this. The second thing you need to do is you need to help people get out of pain versus into pleasure. You got to realize it builds on number 1. And we're going to get down to the ads level in a minute here, but nobody who's serious who's looking for love again is going to do so based on that just sounds like an amazing idea. Okay. If they've done nothing and they're not committed and you're like, hey, I'll help you find the love of your life in under 30 days. They're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And you're like, hey, it's $3,000, $3,000, get you started. They're like, whoa, I didn't expect to spend that kind of money. $3,000, that's like 3 months of my mortgage payment. Not interested. Okay. They're not in enough pain, right? It's more, they're just interested. They're just excited about it. They're like, yeah, it's not bad. It's like people on a Sunday afternoon who are bored and they get in their car and they go drive around to the show homes in the fanciest area of town, right? And they're like $5 million. And they go through these show homes and, the salesperson's like, hey, if you buy today, we'll knock $1 million off, right? And you're like, sure, we'll think about it. Sounds great. Good idea. We'll call you back, right? It's just the people who are going through those, for the most part, they're just tire kickers. They're not serious and they're not going to buy. And it's the same people on a lot of these people on your calls. They're interested, not committed. So the biggest thing we've got to do is we've got to make sure that you help them understand the cost of staying where they are and why that cost is more expensive than your program. Now, you don't have to have a financial cost, right? Like maybe there's not a financial cost for somebody staying single. Maybe it's emotional. Like how is this affecting them emotionally? How is this affecting them spiritually? How is this affecting them physically? You know what I'm saying? Relationally. Like how is this affecting this ideal person? And what that's going to do, if you do that, you're going to help them understand the cost they're currently paying to stay where they are. And then you can show them, well, the good news is my program's only $3,000 and it's going to help you fix this, this, and this, and this. So that you do not have to go back and face that reality that's costing you so much. You see what I'm doing there? And that's what you need to do in order to get them to the next level and in order to get them to buy. Now, there's a third thing we need to do on the ads. But before we get to that, I need you to do one thing. Hit the subscribe button somewhere around this video. Just hit subscribe. And what that's going to do, it's going to notify you of any upcoming videos that I have. I create a lot of trainings and they're all free on how to get coaching clients, how to get them to move forward with you. I've spent upwards roughly about almost $3 million in the last 3 years on Facebook ads. So I have a ton of data that we use to get coaching clients that I share here for free. What's working, what's not working on ads to get coaching clients. And again, share it for free. The problem is you're not going to know about any of the upcoming videos unless you hit the subscribe button. You just never know if one of the videos that I have coming down the pipeline in production is going to be the exact one you need to take your business to the next level. So the third thing we need to do is we need to target buyers. And this is the biggest mistake coaches make when it comes to getting coaching clients who want to join their coaching program, who are excited about it. They're like out there on the ads because you want to use Facebook ads because your ideal clients are there. But in this example, they're like out there, hey, are you interested in finding the love of your life again? Here's 3 secrets to finding the love of your life again. Here's a webinar for finding the love of your life. And they're getting all these people who are not qualified, okay? And they can't help them. So what you need to do is your ad strategy, it needs to be pain-based, not pleasure-based, okay? So what does that mean? Say you're, say the relationship coaching niche again, we'll just stick with that. And then basically you have to help them understand, hey, are you struggling to find the love of your life? You've tried 5 dating apps, you keep going on dates, you've maybe tried a couple coaches, you tried a matchmaking service that cost you $5,000 and got you nothing. See what I'm doing there? I'm talking about things they've tried that have not worked and you're super frustrated. So what that does is it connects with the person who's trying, which means they're committed. versus the messaging that says, hey, are you interested in finding that dream person to spend the second half of your life with? Wouldn't it be amazing? Go on all kinds of trips and go to Europe and there and all that, and live your life and grow old with them. And they're like, everybody's going to be like, that would be amazing. Sign me up. And you're not getting the committed people. You're just getting more interested people who come through your funnel, get on your calls, and then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, that's a lot of money. I was thinking like $50. And you can tell them, yeah, it's $50. They're like, oh, yeah, I'll think about that. So you need to get those buyers, all right? Now, I have a strategy to show you how to do that. What you need to do is click the link in the pinned post or in the comments section and get registered for my upcoming video training on, it's free, on the 300-word ad strategy on how to attract affluent coaching clients from Facebook ads, getting them to come to you, ready to buy, wanting to work with you. The 3 secrets that you need to know that's working right now, why Facebook's AI is better at finding buyers than ever before, the 3 biggest mistakes coaches are making, and how it's working right now. So click the link in the description of the pinned post, get registered for that webinar. We'll see you over there.